Hi, welcome back to Cooking with Mark and Oreo. Today I'm going to show you how to make one of my most favorite desserts. I know I always say that on these videos, but I'm making tiramisu. I'm going to show you the easy way to make it so all you authentic Italians out there don't cringe when you see me making it. I'm showing you the easy but just as delicious version of tiramisu. Oreo's going to assist me. And first we're going to start with some whipping cream, which, let me just shut my fridge. And we need 1.5 cups of whipping cream. And I have these amazing new measuring cups from a good friend of mine, Samuel. So thank you for these. Here's 1 cup. Actually, I'm going to take my top off of that. And then some, a half. And now you're going to put the mixer on medium. Oh, actually, I forgot something. So I'm going to put this shield back on my kitchen mixer because it'll be easy to add the other ingredients later. And while that's mixing, you're going to add a 1/3 cup of granulated white sugar. And a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And I'm going to put this up a little higher because it's not quite on medium. And you're going to whisk that till it forms peaks. Alright, we're back. And our whipped cream has formed peaks. So you want it like nice and fluffy like that. I don't want to take it off yet because we're not quite done. Now we're going to add some mascarpone cheese. And you want 8 ounces. So I'm going to use this. This is actually 8.8 ounces, but I'm going to use the whole thing because this stuff is so amazing. So I'm actually going to add the whole 8.5 ounces, 8.8 ounces. It only calls for 8, but a little bit won't hurt. So now you can put it back in the mix and you're going to mix till it's well blended. All right, that's nice and mixed, but as you can see, it's all stuck to whisk. So we're just going to give it a tap and use our rubber spatula to get that back all in the bowl. We don't waste any of that amazingness. I'll probably lick this later when the camera's not rolling. It does taste amazing. This will be the easiest tiramisu that you've ever made. It'll be totally worth it. Guess I got most of it off. As you can see, the whipped cream and the mascarpone cheese mix good. So we're going to set that aside while we get the rest ready. Now for the fun part. I have 1.5 cups of espresso coffee that I brewed earlier, and I'm such a coffee fanatic. It was so hard for me not to want to drink a cup. But I chilled it because you want it cold. Then you want 3 tablespoons of Kahlua or any coffee liqueur, but Kahlua does the trick. Perfect. And you just want to give it a quick mix because it's simply just coffee and the Kahlua liqueur, espresso and the Kahlua liqueur. And now you're going to use, we have an 8-inch baking pan. You don't even have to prep it. And then you want to use ladyfingers. I got the Italian brand from this local shop near my house. You want to get the best quality cookies that you can find. And now you're going to dip this into the coffee mix, but you don't want to soak them. You just want to simply dip, flip it over, dip, and get out. You don't want to soak it completely. And then you're going to do a layer at the bottom of the cookies. So simply dip, roll. As you can see, I'm not like leaving them in there a long time. I'm dipping, shaking off the excess, And then you want to do that till the first layer is completely covered. All right, now you can see my single layer of soaked cookies. And now you're going to use about half of this mascarpone whooped topping. And then you're going to cover the top. So I'm just going to estimate about what's half. This looks so amazing, I just want to eat it. Whipped cream. Alright, that might have been a little bit more than half, but close enough. It's all going in the same place, my belly. So it's a little uneven, that's okay. And then you want to use a rubber spatula because the cookies are already pretty soaked and you don't want to break them apart, so you want to try to be gentle. I just spread in the whipped cream. And now we're going to repeat those same two steps over again. We're going to soak another row of the cookies and we're going to put them on top. And again, one package of these Italian cookies will give for the whole recipe. I bought 2 packages just in case, but these are like the authentic ones. You can buy them in your local grocery store, but they might not be the same. And again, then we're going to continue layering. All right, we did our second layer of soaked ladyfingers, and now we're doing the last layer of the mascarpone whipped topping with homemade whipped cream and mascarpone cheese. Let's start with that. I do have a little bit more in the bowl, but I don't want to overdo it because then I can eat the rest. Because just a tip too, if you do use an 8.5 by 8 by 8 pan like I did, there's a few spots that had a little bit of hole. You can just crack the cookies and fill the holes. But I actually use the exact amount of one package. All right, the last step we're going to do is we're going to dust the top with some cocoa powder. I like Hershey's. I have little sifter, which I've never really used, but look how beautiful it is. And I go to a lot of restaurants and they tend to put too much cocoa powder and then I start coughing. So I'm just doing a thin layer. I'm not going to douse it with cocoa powder so I'm like coughing later when I'm eating this, because I want to enjoy it. I want to enjoy all those wonderful flavors. All right. And you're probably wondering, what temperature do I put this on in the oven? Guess what? No bacon involved. We're actually done. It's going to sit in the fridge for about 3 hours. Overnight even better. I'm not waiting until overnight. I'll be eating this in 3 hours. Oreo, for being a good boy, you get a piece of cookie because you can't have tiramisu later. You want it? Good boy. All right, we'll see you later. Or you enjoy that cookie. We'll see you later when I taste it and let you know how it came out. All right, welcome back. Now it's the moment of truth. As you can tell, I'm not made a mess cutting it, but here's my tiramisu. Looks a little prettier over there, but definitely better than my cutting skills, I'm sure. That's amazing. Right, Oreo? He's looking for scraps. But thank you for joining us. I hope you try this tiramisu. Super easy. No bacon involved. And if you like it, comment, share with your friends. See you next time.